Hey everybody, welcome back to the Real Estate Machine Show and the Modern Success Formula. Today's topic is the 1031 exchange. All you investors out there, big and small, new and old, short and stout, and fat and skinny, and all of you guys, men and women, 1031 exchange. If you're investing in real estate and you're selling something, the 1031 exchange is something that you absolutely positively need to be aware of and know what that's all about. And basically, it is a tool and a strategy to use to not avoid paying property gain or real estate capital gain tax, but to defer it. And it's a wealth creation strategy as well, because anytime you pay tax, you kind of erode your wealth. But when you can defer it, you are in fact preserving your wealth for arguably generations. So the 1031 exchange, how does it work? It basically in its truest, simplest form, it is a tool to use. It's a tax code, section 1031 tax deferred exchange. It's a tax code, but in use, in practice, what it is it allows you to sell something and defer the tax by purchasing another like kind property for more money. Now, there's some rules that go along with this. There's some timelines that you have to factor in. The quickest way to to kind of identify some of those rules. So the timelines, in order to qualify, you need to sell a property, you need to close. And the proceeds from that sale goes to a third party intermediary account. It's a special account, and it's still your money, but it goes into that account. And that intermediary holds that money until you find a replacement property and close on it. And then those funds are going to be used to purchase that other property. So the timelines: you close your sale property, you have 45 days to identify your replacement or replacements. And there's specific rules there, of what you can replace, how many properties. There's, traditionally speaking, you can choose up to 3 properties to include in that identification form. And of those 3 properties, you have to close at least one of them within 6 months of the sale closing date. So the 2 main dates are 45 days and 180 days, or 6 months. 45 days to identify, 180 days to close. Now, again, there are some more rules as far as what you can identify, how many properties you can identify. I'm not going to go into the details of it, but suffice it to say, the idea is that you sell a property, you put those funds into a trust account with an intermediary third party, and then you identify a new property to purchase with those funds, and you avoid any capital gains tax that way. For the time being, you defer it, right? You defer it. Now, that property, you're going to sell that, and you're going to be up against the same kind of thing. So ultimately, you want to preserve those funds without giving them back to, our friend Uncle Sam, so that you can grow your portfolio and grow the equity within your portfolio. If you buy a property for $100,000 and then 10 years later it's worth $1 million, you got $900,000 gain that you arguably are going to have a capital gains tax liability for. And in order to avoid that, you could participate in this 1031 exchange and purchase something for more than $1 million. Use that $900,000 in cash that you have as proceeds to purchase arguably something for $2 million or $3 million or $4 million or whatever the math is going to look like. Generally, the point I want to get across is that if you're selling investment property, you need to be aware of the 1031 exchange. Talk to your CPA, talk to your financial advisor. It's a very important piece of wealth creation, wealth preservation, financial planning, estate planning, and all that stuff. And it doesn't really take long for commercial property and investment real estate property to grow in value. And when it grows in value, it grows, your gain grows, and you want to preserve that gain. If you want any more specifics, feel free to reach out to me and we can kind of talk through it. I've got a bunch of experts in my pocket that I'm very aligned with that can help us all with the 1031 exchange and the various solutions that they offer. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll talk to you guys real soon. Have a great day.